Hello friends, hope you are doing well. My name is Dr. Anuj Kumar. In last video, I have discussed the bonding between metal and carbonyl ligand. The link of that video is given in description box. You can find that video. Today we are going to discuss factor affecting the bond order, bond length and bond frequencies of carbon and oxygen, metal and carbon bond by considering some ligands effect, electron donating, electron density effect. As you can see, this is the orbitalic diagram of interaction of metal with carbonyl ligand. I have already explained that carbonyl ligand have triple bond and this pi star anti-bonding molecular orbital, and one negative charge acts as a lone pair which is present on this carbon atom. And Eg orbital is less electron density occupied as compared to T2g orbital. That means Eg orbital is almost empty orbital and T2g has some much electron density as compared to Eg orbital. Now this lone pair of carbon monoxide will be transferred into empty Eg orbital and form sigma bond, and this T2g electron density will be transferred into anti-pi star orbital of carbon monoxide and form pi bond character, not complete bond, only just partial bond, and this type bonding is known as pi back bonding. As we know, the formula of bond order is equal to 1/2 bonding electrons minus anti-bonding electrons. In this figure, you can see that if we calculate the bond order between carbon and oxygen, then in neutral state of carbon monoxide, we have already discussed the bond order is 3 between carbon and oxygen. That means triple bond. In free state, carbon and oxygen has triple bond. And when this T2g electron density transfer into pi star orbital, pi star, that means you are increasing the pi star electron density, that means anti-bonding electron density in carbon monoxide. That means you are increasing this value, then this value is 8 and minus, we have already discussed, or avoid it. If you increase the pi star anti-bonding electron density, then bond order will be decreased, because this value, if this value will increase, the overall value will be decreased. So we can say that when metal attach with carbon monoxide, the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be less. Here is 3, so here the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be less than 3, but more than 2. This is the bond order between carbon and oxygen, because in anti-star orbital some electron density has come into anti-bonding orbital. That means some electron density increase here, so bond order will be decreased between carbon and oxygen. And another thing is that the bond order between carbon and metal, what? You can see that this lone pair will be transferred into Eg orbital and form one sigma bond, and some pi electron density transferring into pi star orbital of carbon monoxide. So little bond formation is also here. So this is the pi character bond. So the bond order between metal and carbon will be high from 1 but less than 2. So this is the overall conclusion of this chemistry, of this bonding chemistry, that bond order between metal and carbon will be high than 1 but less than 2 because of pi back bonding, and the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be higher than 2 but less than 3 because of pi back bonding, pi back donation into pi star orbital of carbon monoxide. So this is the conclusion that when metal attached to carbon monoxide, then it transfers some electron density into anti-bonding orbital of carbon monoxide. As a result, the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be decreased from 3. Okay. Now, as we know that bond length, directly proportional to 1 upon bond order. So if we set an order of bond length, then we need to make opposite order of bond order. And bond frequency, it has been observed that bond frequency directly proportional to bond order of any bond order between two any species. Now we are taking some example to understand this in deeply study in deep. We consider two examples: chromium CO whole 6 and FeCO whole 5. We know that formal charge on this molecule on chromium is -6 and on Fe will be -5. So pi back donation where will be high? Pi back donation where negative charge on metal will be high. Okay, if higher charge here, then higher the pi back bonding. Higher the pi back bonding, then much decrease in the bond order between carbon and oxygen. So here the pi back donation will be high. Please understand, if here is much electron density, then much pi back bonding, that the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be highly decreased. Okay, because pi back bonding, high electron density transferring into pi star orbital, anti-bonding orbital of carbon monoxide. That means you are decreasing the bond order between carbon and oxygen. So if here is minus negative charge, formal charge, sorry, not charge, this is formal charge. If here is minus negative formal charge and here is -5 formal charge, so the pi back bonding will be high in this case. As a result, the pi back bonding, I represent this complex by the notation 1 and this complex represented by the notation 2. So pi back donation will be high in first case and as compared to second case. So bond order, if this bonding will be high, the bond order between carbon and metal will be high. Okay, carbon and metal. Okay, if pi back bonding is high, then the bond order between metal and carbon will be high. So bond order between carbon and metal will be high in case of first as compared to second. But in contrast, the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be decreased because pi back bonding, that means high electron density is transferring into anti-bonding pi star orbital. That means you are decreasing the bond order between carbon and oxygen. So the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be high in second case. In this case, carbon and oxygen bond order will be high as compared to first. Similarly, if we record the frequency of carbon and oxygen, because the frequency of any bond directly proportional to the bond order, so frequency of carbon and oxygen directly proportional to the bond order of carbon and oxygen, the same order will be lie for the frequency of carbon and oxygen bond. So in second complex, the carbon and oxygen frequency will be high as compared to first complex. This is the experimental data. It has been observed that first complex, this complex, because have high pi back donation, so carbon and oxygen bond will be highly decreased, so frequency will also decrease. So it has less value, approximately 1981 centimeter inverse. Similarly, because in second case less pi back bonding, that means less decrease in bond order between carbon and oxygen, so frequency will be high. So it is found that 2034 centimeter inverse frequency observed for chromium CO whole 6. I think all points are clear. It just depend on the pi back donation. If pi back donation high, then metal and carbon bond will be high, and carbon and oxygen bond order will be decreased because pi back donation transferring into the anti-bonding orbital of carbon monoxide. Okay. Now another case in metal clusters. Metal cluster we have already discussed in types of metal carbonyls. We discussed that there is two types carbonyls, so terminal carbonyls and bridge carbonyls. If terminal carbonyls, that means one carbonyl molecule attached by only one metal. But if carbon monoxide attached in bridge situation, that means this carbon monoxide attached with two metals. Okay, now this metal will transfer pi back donation, and this metal also will transfer pi back donation. So higher pi back donation in this case, higher pi back donation, yeah, that means you are giving higher electron density in the pi star antibonding orbital. That means antibonding orbital is going to increase. If this value increase, that means the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be decreased. If bond order between carbon and oxygen decrease, the frequency of carbon and oxygen will also decrease. In contrast, here is only one pi back donation. Here is one pi back donation. So as compared to this case, here is less electron density in anti-bonding pi star orbital of carbon monoxide. That means the bond order between carbon monoxide is less degrees as compared to bridge case. So the bond order is high in terminal position. So bond frequency is also high as compared to bridge position. Okay. Now we are going to discuss some factor affecting this bond order, bond frequencies and bond length by considering some factors. First factor is nature of other ligands. If we look at this complex, you can see that this complex has some ligands and carbonyl ligands. Okay, so this compound looks like mixed carbonyl. I have already discussed this. This is mixed carbonyl complex. Okay, now if we consider three examples like this, here is pure carbonyl complex. That means L is carbonyl. So overall this is pure carbonyl complex. Okay, if this L is any electron withdrawing group, I represented electron withdrawing group by W. Okay, so W is the electron withdrawing group. Okay, and another case is when L is any electron donating group. Okay, any electron donating group. So I represented electron donating group by D. Okay, so here is I considered three cases. This is no other ligand are available, or all ligands are only carbonyl. Second case is when carbonyl is ligand attached with metal, and also some electron donating groups are also attached with metal. Okay. Third case, carbonyl ligand is present, but some electron donating groups are also present with metal. Okay. So now we want to calculate the bond order between metal and carbon. Okay, and bond order between carbon and oxygen and frequencies and corresponding frequencies. So now we will have to consider the pi back donation. Where is the pi back donation high? Where is the pi back donation less? Okay, because bond order between metal and carbon or oxygen only depends on the pi back donation. If pi back donation is high, then metal and carbon the bond order will be high, and carbon and oxygen bond order will be decreased. Okay, so if we look here, first case, there is neutral case, just simple interaction like this. Okay, now in second cases, this is electron withdrawing group. If electron withdrawing group is present with metal, then this electron withdrawing group will withdraw some electron density from the T2G orbital of metal. So T2G orbital will have less electron density. If it has some less electron density, then it will transfer less electron density into the pi star orbital of carbon monoxide. That means low pi back donation. Okay, if low pi back donation, then bond order, if this pi back donation is less, okay, then this bond will also be less. Okay, but this bond will be high. Okay, because less pi back donation, that means this value is less. Okay, so bond order will be high between carbon and oxygen, but this value little bit increase. Okay, another case is electron donating group. If it is electron donating group, then this group will also transfer some electron density in T2G orbital of metal. Okay, if this group transfer into T2G orbital electron density in T2G orbital of metal, then T2G orbital will have some high electron density due to incoming of electron density from donating group. Okay, if T2G orbital will have much electron density, then it can transfer much electron density in pi star orbital of carbon monoxide. Okay, if much electron density transfer in pi star orbital of carbon monoxide, the bond order between carbon and oxygen will also be decreased. Okay, similarly the bond order between metal and carbon will also be increased. Okay, so if we numerically just to understand, if T2g orbital have T2g orbital, suppose T2g orbital have 2 electron density here, and this is electron withdrawing group. Okay, so it will withdraw some electron density as represented by arrow. I represented by arrow here. So it will, suppose it will withdraw 1 electron density. So here is only 1 electron density. Okay, because in neutral state it has only 2 electrons, and 1 electron withdraw by W group, that means electron withdrawing group. So it has only 1 electron, suppose, and 2 electrons in free state, and here is electron donating group. So it will donate some electrons to T2g orbital. So it will have, suppose, 3 electron density here. Okay, so now the question is, where is the pi back donation is high? So in case of third, pi back donation will be high. Okay, pi back donation will be high, then the bond order between metal and carbon will be high in this case. So we have metal and carbon bond will be high in this case. Okay, here is little less pi electron pi back donation, but very less pi back donation in second case. Okay, so here is little bit less bond order between metal and carbon as compared to third. So the bond order between metal and carbon, the order is third, first and second. Okay, I hope all things are clear. Just note that where is the electron density transfer is high, pi back donation is high. Okay, similarly the bond order directly proportional to the bond frequency. So same order will be followed by metal carbon bond frequency. That means in third case metal carbon bond frequency will be high as compared to first and as compared to second. Okay, now we have already discussed, here is pi back bonding very high in third case. If pi back bonding is high, that means you are increasing this value, because this value this electron density transferring into anti-bonding orbital. So this value will be high. This value will be high. The bond order between carbon and oxygen will be decreased. So here is high pi back donation. So here is the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be very less. You can find here the order, the correct order of bond order between carbon and oxygen is very less in third case as compared to first case, and second case is higher bond order between carbon and oxygen, because very poor electron pi back donation, very poor pi back donation, very poor pi back donation. Then the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be high as compared to all cases. Similar frequency, if you want to calculate the frequency order will follow same order with bond order. So if bond order between carbon and oxygen is this order, then similar order will be for frequency of carbon and oxygen bond. Okay, now we are going to discuss some other factors. Another example is, if metal carbonyl ligand and another type ligand, it may be neutral, it may be negative, it may be positive, or ammonia, phosphine type, other ligand can be any ligand. If this complex, and we are talking about the bond order, bond frequency between metal and carbon and oxygen, then we will have to consider, if ligand is neutral, L, this one L, this L, if this L is neutral, then there is normal pi back bonding. If L is a negative species, any negative species, then this negative species, that means it have some high electron density which will be donated to metal, so will be high pi back bonding toward the CO. Okay, if L is positive, any positive species, suppose NO1 positive here is, so NO1 positive, so it will withdraw some electron density from metal. So metal has some less electron density, so less pi back donation toward the CO, so less pi back bonding, okay, toward the CO. Okay, so here is a relation. extent of pi back bonding towards CO, okay, directly proportional to bond order between carbon and metal, and directly proportional to 1 upon bond order between carbon and oxygen. Okay, again listen please. If the extent of pi back bonding directly proportional to bond order between metal and carbon, directly proportional to 1 upon bond order between carbon and oxygen. Okay, another factor is that if ligand is pi acceptor, that means it will withdraw some electron density from metal. Okay, because if ligand is pi acceptor, if looks like double bond CS2 or CS2, it is pi acceptor ligand. Why it is pi acceptor? Because here is pi bond na. If here is pi bond, then it will definitely will have pi antibonding orbital, okay, plus minus pi star orbital. So when it will come into the contact of metal, then it will withdraw some electron density from metal. Okay, so if pi acceptor ligand, if this ligand is a pi acceptor, that means electron withdrawing group, it is electron withdrawing group. Okay, electron withdrawing group, what is the role of electron withdrawing group? It will withdraw some electron density from metal. Okay, the capacity order of electron withdrawing tendency is this. NO is very good pi acceptor ligand, that means it is a strongly electron withdrawing group as compared to CO, as compared to RNC, as compared to PF3, as compared to PCl3. Okay, that means PF3 is good pi acceptor, good electron withdrawing group as compared to PCl3, because fluorine is highly electronegative as compared to chlorine. Okay, so this order you need to remember this order, and you can solve many questions which repeat again and again by changing just ligand in various competition exams. Okay, so good pi accepting ligand, that means if it is good ligand, that means looks like if it is NO as compared to CO, then NO will withdraw some electron density from metal, that means metal will transfer low electron density towards CO. That means good pi accepting ligand directly proportional to 1 upon pi back bonding for CO, because good accepting ligand will withdraw some electron density from metal. So in this case metal doesn't have much electron density, enough electron density to donate into CO. Okay, so pi back donation will be decreased. For example, if you have three complexes, looks like here, if it is FeCO is common in every complex. Okay, just change here PF3 ligand, here is NO ligand, here is PCl3. Now we know that W tendency, that means electron withdrawing tendency, NO is high as compared to PF3 as compared to PCl3. So pi back donation, what will be the pi back donation? Because NO is strongly electron withdrawing group, so it already withdraws some electron density from metal. So now metal doesn't have enough electron density to donate into antibonding orbital of carbonyl. So poor pi back bonding here. So the pi back bonding order will be third because poor electron withdrawing group. Then less than greater than 1 because PF3, but very less pi back bonding in case of second, because strong pi acceptor, that means electron withdrawing group. Okay, so the order is third, first, second. Now the order is, what will be the order of bond order and between metal and carbon and oxygen? Similar, we can repeat this. If pi back bonding order is this order will be followed by bond order between metal and carbon. Okay, as you know that bond order between metal and carbon directly proportional to the pi back donation. Okay, but bond order between carbon and oxygen directly in proportional to pi back bonding. So I think you can write the order. Look like here, bond order between metal and carbon similar like pi back donation, but bond order between carbon and oxygen it will opposite to pi back donation. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.